Anderson Clean Power Wash, Salisbury, Maryland. I want to talk real quick about employees and their importance in growing your business. Too often I see guys talk about, that they've started their business, they were doing it part-time, then they jumped to it full-time, and just lamenting about how they can't find anybody good or that they can't trust anybody. And certainly, you're going to go through some bad hires. Certainly early on, you're not going to find your superstar person that's just like you, that's got a high quality, high work ethic, really driven to make less money than you do doing what you do and like the money that you make. So you kind of got to realize right from the start that that's not going to be the kind of person you're going to find. You do want to find somebody that's a good employee, that's trustworthy, that shows up and works hard. What I would actually encourage people to do, I mean, if you do have long-term goals to grow the business into something that's bigger than just you owning your own job. That's being self-employed versus being a small business owner. You have to realize the importance of employees early on. Currently, I've got a full-time job, good benefits and pay and everything, and I've been doing pressure washing for quite a while. The last 3 or 4 years, most of the production actually ends up being done by employees. I still handle all the sales and office and estimates and all that stuff and customer contact and all. That's all through me, but most of the production is actually done by the employees. The difference though for me is that I want to get to the point where right now I do have one guy who's full-time and then 2 or 3 others that fill in. They're more part-time. They've got other jobs and other gigs and stuff. That way, if I get to the point, or when I get to that point of going to the business full time, I've already got at least 1 or 2 guys working full time, and then at that point, when I jump ship from my my current employer, at that point I've already got 2 guys cranking out 40 hours a week. Then we're really talking about me exploding the business by focusing on growing it instead of jumping into the business, working in it. A couple years later, you get a helper or get 2 helpers or whatever. And I think it really changes your growth trajectory, because you can run that risk of being an owner operator, being self-employed instead of being a business owner. So just keep that in mind. And it also helps out too, because you're able to find somebody who's most times underemployed that wants that extra money. May not be able to commit full time, but hey, they can add some more hours in that you can't while you're working your other job. So just my 2 cents on it. And again, you're gonna make some bad hires. That's just gonna come with the territory. We always, people will say anything to get a job, and you got to be, as they say, slow to hire, quick to fire. But also understand too where you're to blame too when things get messed up. Anytime something gets messed up, you do have to take that time to reflect and say, well, so did they do the wrong thing because I didn't show them the right thing to do, or I didn't give them the right training or the right information, or I didn't give them proper direction, or I didn't set them up with the proper equipment and training and explanation of exactly how to do something. So don't jump to conclusions on it, but do take that time to make sure that you are giving them their fair shake. So just hope that helps, guys, and certainly at the end of the day, we're in this industry to make money. So if you look at the simple economics of it, you can hire somebody else to do the work for less than what you want to make, turn that profit into reinvesting into the business and additional money. Again, with me having a full-time job, my guys are putting out a couple grand a week. That's extra money that helps me and my family, as well as helps grow the business. And certainly, I don't want to have to work all weekend every weekend, and instead I can have people working during the week, crank out that production, and then I'm handling again the day-to-day and other details there. So hope that helps. Thanks.